Dear friends, I'm honored to share the stage tonight with so many great leaders, including Secretary General Ban. It is rare for a current and former Secretary General of the United Nations to speak at the same event, and I could see Tim couldn't quite believe it. We are both here tonight. We are both here tonight to honor the contributions and leadership of Ted Turner. His vision and commitment to the United Nations opened a new door or doors for supporters around the world to help us achieve our goals. The Global Leadership Dinner has great meaning for me personally. I will never forget the time Ted sang to me as I was finishing my term as Secretary General. Of course, I don't expect him to sing tonight, but I'm sure you will all be pleased if you were to do that. It was at this dinner 15 years ago when Ted announced the remarkable $1 billion commitment to the United Nations. Nan and I were at a table with some friends, and I could see the incredulous reaction. And one lady sitting next to me was asking, "Did he say $1 million?" I said, "No." He said, "$1 billion." "$1 billion?" I said, "Yes." But it was, he almost brought the roof down. But I think what is important is, like everyone at the time, I was awestruck, and most people were at the commitment. More importantly, I was inspired by the possibilities created by such a partnership. Today it is clear that Ted's bold actions started us all on a new path of partnership that continues to help the UN tackle the world's toughest challenges. I believe his most important legacy will be the millions of individuals, companies, and organizations that have partnered with the UN since he announced his commitment, leading to countless improvements in the well-being of people around the world. It was Ted who started it all. For that, Ted, we say a big thank you. As a member of the UN Foundation Board, I have had the opportunity to watch the relationship between the Foundation and the UN continue to evolve. It is a great pleasure to see the value Secretary General Ban has placed on partnerships. And it is rare for me to introduce Secretary General Ban. And while we all know him, and probably in this particular room he needs no introduction, let me say that his leadership has been very important to the United Nations and to the world at a time of great change. Secretary General Ban has kept the world's attention on eradicating extreme poverty by supporting the Millennium Development Goals and ensured a focus on a sustainable development framework to help the international community achieve long-term development goals whilst protecting the environment and combating climate change. Through Secretary General Ban's leadership, the UN and the world have taken great strides in the effort to ensure that women and girls around the world are empowered. Among the most visible signs of that leadership are the creation of UN Women and the first ever International Day of the Girl, which we all celebrated last week. It's wonderful to note that the men are clapping even louder. That we all celebrated last week and affirmed our support for girls' empowerment and education. And it shouldn't be a one-day affair. We should wake up every day Today we live in a rapidly changing world. Even as the very nature of tension, crisis, conflict, natural disasters and humanitarian crises have changed, Secretary General Ban has helped steer the UN as it adapts to those changes and continue to be a force for peace and justice in the world's toughest hotspots. In each of these areas, and in every area of UN's focus, Secretary General Ban has ensured the UN is effectively partnering with the private sector, governments, NGOs, and individuals to create a multi-stakeholder approach to developing the future we all want. I believe effective partnerships are central to the long-term success of the United Nations and the international development community. The Secretary General has presided over rapid expansion of the use of online technologies and social media by the UN to communicate and engage with all stakeholders around the world. He has reached out personally and directly to the creative community. This is partnership in action and an important cornerstone of Secretary General Ban's leadership of the United Nations. Tonight, I am pleased to be here with Secretary General Ban as we salute leadership and honor Ted Turner's commitment to the UN's distinguished guests. Please join me in welcoming Secretary General Ban.